Everything you need is already inside of you. The world would not be what it is without you. When we begin to create change within us, we begin to create change in the world around us. Your journey to becoming your best self as the whole person starts right now.
Hello, it's Lauren Sweeney here, your host of the Become Your Best podcast and webinar series. I'm so glad that you're joining us. You're either watching live on our Facebook page or you're listening on Spotify, SoundCloud, or all the places where you get your podcasts. So we are excited that you are here today. I have a special guest, and it's a very timely topic. If you're listening live, it is April 16th, 2021, and a year ago, this individual was really feeling the economics effects of entrepreneurship during COVID. And now she's busier than ever. And so that just shows you just keep pivoting and you just keep sticking with it. Let me introduce her and then we'll bring her onto our stage. Her name is Kathy Heinel, and she is a travel agent at Relax Travel. She does everything from custom tailor-made packages or vacations to suit any budget or time frame. From a night or two in a local resort for some long needed away time, or a guided tour on the Amalfi Coast, that does sound amazing, or a quick Cabo or Cancun trip to a luxury ski adventure in the Swiss or German Alps, Kathy Heinel with Relax Travel can do it all. And she's a resilient business owner who has navigated not only COVID, she's also been a real estate agent in the past and many other things. And now she's here to bring the gift of travel, relaxation, and self-care to all of us that so desperately need it. Kathy Heinel, welcome to the stage.
Hi, thank you for having me. It's great to be here.
Absolutely. We're so glad you're here. So, Kathy, a year ago, we're in quarantine and nobody can travel. And here you are, a travel agent. Talk to me about your mindset and how you were able to not give up on your business over the past year.
Well, that's interesting because I love travel so much, honestly, that I just really dove into everything travel. And I figured I knew we were in it for the long haul. I knew it was going to be a while before we got out of this. So I thought marketing, just keep my name out there, just keep doing the Zoom meetings with the chamber and keep putting my posts up on Instagram and Facebook and just keep myself out there. And, I knew it would eventually all come back. And guess what? Here we are. And it's coming back.
Now, everyone wants to go somewhere, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Talk
Definitely.
to me. You said, I just love travel. Talk about that. How has it helped you as a person, as a business owner?
It's amazing because I never, I'm 57 years old and I've had good careers. I've been a real estate agent. I've been in sales. I've had a great life. And I've always loved my jobs. But whenever I heard somebody say, "Oh, I found my passion," I always thought, that's just something people say. But when I got into travel, I realized what the true meaning of that was, because it really gave me internal joy. And it gives me joy just like hearing why people want to go on vacation, what their motivation is and what they're going to do and why. It just, for me, it makes me feel like part of the family, and it makes me feel like I'm helping them to get to that happy place. And it just gives me a lot of joy.
I love it. Well, that joy certainly comes through. You planned several trips for myself and our family, and you really have a lot of patience and creativity in getting to plan the travel and come up with, okay, what's the next thing we're going to do, and pivoting with all the different personalities. How would you say, now that people are traveling, how would you say your business has expanded in needing to work virtually the last year?
Oh, that's a good one. I mean, from being able to talk to people groups of people, even like when, for instance, with your family, we got everybody together on a Zoom call so we could plan the trip. When you're having a whole family and you've got people coming from, one family group coming from San Antonio and one coming from San Clemente and one coming from San Francisco. There's a lot of coordination that needs to be done. So the Zoom calls and bringing, just Zoom has been amazing for a lot of reasons.
Absolutely. The ability now that, or you said you're planning a wedding for 20 people, a wedding party, and I'm sure they live all over. And so if they can just get on Zoom and coordinate that way, it really opens up. And now I know you have international clients, as do we. It's forced us to actually branch out beyond just our little backyard and see all the potential and people that we can make an impact with.
WhatsApp has become my best friend lately. I have a client in India. I have clients in England. I have clients all over the world. So it's so interesting and fascinating that 10 years ago, when you say, oh, there's somebody wants to deal with you in India, you'd go, oh, please, I can't, there's no way. But now with all this modern technology we have, we can work anywhere in the world. It's great.
You really can. And you could be on vacation. I was literally on vacation with my kids. They had spring break and I just brought my green screen. I brought my little mic and did my presentation because it was on Zoom. The flexibility that I think this has given us has been an amazing gift that I don't think we really would have been tackling if we weren't forced to do it.
Well, that's so true because Zoom was in existence before COVID. And I mean, in travel, we did Zoom a lot because of the webinars. We have webinars daily, it seems like. So we were very active with Zoom in the travel industry, but I don't think anywhere else it really took hold until COVID really sunk in and we were like, oh crap, we have to do something. So I think it's fabulous.
I think so too. I had a Zoom account before COVID and then had to upgrade, right? And we really should have bought some stock in Zoom a long, long ago. That would have been amazing.
Right. My crystal ball's still in the shop.
Mine too hasn't come out of that repair shop. Well, let's talk a little bit about you and travel. And what is some of the favorite vacations that you have either planned or been on yourself?
Well, right now I'm planning like a bucket list item for me. I'm planning a wedding in Bali. That sounds just dreamy. But right now the biggest thing is people want to get somewhere now. They don't want to wait till next year for an Alaska cruise or Europe to open. So there's a lot of Cancun, a lot of Dominican Republic going on, a lot of Hawaii. So, I mean, there's still so much to see and do. I mean, we have guided tours. We have just FITs, which are, independent type styles. I'm actually putting together a road trip for a friend of mine who's planning on going to the Grand Canyon, and maybe up to Zion, and we're going to plan that whole road trip and have some fun with that. So
great.
It's endless.
I love it. The creativity and being able to take that time. I know for myself, when I have a trip planned with the family, it forces me to be like, oh yeah, I have to relax. I have to, for someone who just loves the work, I love what I do, and reminding myself, okay, take your time, removing myself from my environment, especially with my husband and I working from home, the kids schooling from home a lot of the time, removing ourselves and going to a new environment. It helps that mental health. It helps shift our perspective on what's going on.
Well, and the other thing too, with travel, especially with travel agents, because I get this a lot. Travel agent, I didn't know they were still around. People don't realize, that we are still here. But especially in these times, how useful is it to not have to sit on hold? How useful is it to be able to just call one person and not have to deal with somebody having an attitude on the other line that's only getting paid $10 an hour or whatever they're getting paid? You know what I mean? So, and I don't cost any extra to use me. So in my personal opinion, why not? But so I think just educating people a little more about us travel agents, because we're there to help you, and it doesn't cost you any extra, so why not? Makes sense to
Absolutely.
me.
It makes sense. And then it takes all that difficult work of sitting on hold. I literally just booked a massage at Glen Ivy, and I was the 175th caller in line. Now, this is not to put down Glen Ivy. I'm going. We're going, and I'm
Right.
excited about it. But yes, 175 people before me before. So it's really great that you're able to provide that type of service. Let's talk about entrepreneurship, because I know you and I know each other from the Chamber of Commerce. I know you're in other chambers as well. What do you find most enjoyable just about the entrepreneurial journey?
Oh, I just love the networking and the meeting of people, and just getting out there, getting your name out there, meeting different business owners, and commiserating, so to speak, in their challenges that they have in their business, and comparing how how you are with your business, and like, oh wow, I don't feel so I somebody else has problems too. But it's nice to be able to kind of go back and forth, and also network. I mean, I've gotten so many referrals just from the people that I network with, so it's an essential tool, I think.
Absolutely. I love it. Well, is there any good books that were podcasts that you're listening to or reading right now?
Ah, no. There, I honestly
You're
don't
too
have
busy
time.
booking travel. She's like, I'm too busy doing my
Right
job.
now, the phones are crazy busy with everybody wanting to, and it's so funny because I always get this. Well, I'm not planning on traveling, but what if I wanted to do this, and then they're booking the trip the next day? So we all want to get out, and it's just everybody has got the itch, and I guess you can just consider me the scratcher.
I love it. Kathy Heinel, able to take care of all those travel needs. Well, what's the best place for people to be able to find you and connect with you?
Oh, you can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on my website at relaxtravel.com. And I'm all over the place. You can find me anywhere. Any chamber
I
meeting,
love
you'll
it.
probably find me too.
Fantastic. If you're listening to the podcast, Relax is spelled Reluxe travel. That's Relax Travel, either on Instagram, Facebook, or her website is also Relax with an E travel.com. We love to end by asking all of our guests, what does Rise Up for You mean to you?
It means a supportive group of other entrepreneurs to kind of help you get through this muck of a system that we call running a business, basically.
Entrepreneurship. Yes.
Exactly.
Oh, I love that. A community of people, a tribe
Yeah.
where we can
Yeah.
all develop ourselves and then be better together and
It
support
takes
each
a
other.
village.
Takes a village. Well, I've so enjoyed having you in our village and being able to be on this entrepreneurial journey together. And
Yeah.
I look forward to many more times to come.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So fun. Wasn't that great? So if you don't have the travel itch, I'm sure you do now. I mean, a wedding in Bali, that sounds amazing. All the different places that we can go and explore as things continue to pivot and open up, hopefully, around the world. Well, I'm Lauren Sweeney. It's been amazing being your podcast host today. If you're listening to us, maybe you're making dinner or driving somewhere in the car, or maybe you're watching us live on our Facebook at Rise Up for You. We are so excited that you joined us today. I want to let you know that this is the last week to join the Rise Leadership course. Rise Leadership is amazing. You just go to riseleadershipcourse.com to reserve your seat. This coming Monday, the 19th of April, I will be live with Edwina Dunn, the founder of the Female Lead nonprofit in Europe. And they are doing some incredible work. We're going to be talking about the 6 pillars to success. So I hope that you will join us. Also, if you would like to download your free success kit, you can do that. Just go to riseupforyou.com/success kit. We will see you soon on our next episode of the podcast. Have an incredible day.